guys, Kritika here, registered dietitian, and in this video I'm sharing with you my top 6 nutrition myths. I actually started out by doing 10 nutrition myths, but I tapered it down to about 6. I think I could do more in future videos. I'm trying something new here by including my alter ego, who is very judgmental and likes to give a lot of unsolicited nutrition advice. I don't have a name for her yet, so let me know in the comments below what you think her name should be. Without further ado, this one should be a really fun one, so hope you guys stick around till the end, and let's get started. Are you really drinking a diet soda right now? You know how bad that is for your health? You will get cancer and die, and get fat. You know, people quite commonly believe this, and based on the years of safety testing and data that we have on this, none of that was actually found to be true. So why does this myth continue? I think it's probably because of lots of animal studies that have came out. For example, there was this one animal study that showed rodents developing leukemia and lymphoma. Mice were fed 20 milligrams per kilogram of their body weight of aspartame for 100 weeks, which is their entire life. And these mice had higher rates of leukemia and lymphoma. However, if you take a human and you do the math on that, for a 150-pound human, that would be equivalent to 1,300 milligrams of aspartame, which is about 7 Diet Cokes every single day. So first of all, we can't generalize animal studies to human studies. We can't say just because the animals or the rodents develop leukemia and lymphoma, that that's what's gonna happen to us humans, especially because human studies haven't shown this effect. And second of all, these rodents were fed a lot of aspartame. There is an ADI, which is a limit that we should not exceed of aspartame per day, and I'll put it here on the screen. The benefit really comes from what you're replacing. If, for example, you're consuming a lot of Cokes or regular sodas or regular Pepsis, and if we're replacing those with diet drinks, research has shown that it is a lot better for our blood sugar and our waistline. It's not gonna cause cancer, it's not gonna cause you to hold on to fat. It actually might really help you reduce your calories and reduce your blood sugar. The thing is, we have seen in observational studies, so observational studies are like you take a couple different groups, maybe 2 groups, and you follow them and see what happens. Basically, there's no intervention. Observational studies have shown that those that tend to be overweight or obese, they tend to have more artificial sweeteners, like aspartame and sucralose. A lot of us have come to the conclusion that, oh, well, it must be the artificial sweeteners that are causing them to stay overweight. But the thing is, we have to consider that it's possible that these individuals who are overweight or obese, maybe they're just consuming artificial sweeteners in an attempt to try to lose weight. We can't conclude that because they're having these artificial sweeteners, they are overweight. Especially because when we look at randomized control trials, which are like the gold standard in research, that effect has not been replicated. In fact, in randomized control trials, we see that those that switch over from regular sodas to diet drinks, they usually tend to lose weight. Sometimes there's a neutral effect, like no effect on their weight. And I think one reasonable explanation could be that they could be compensating. So since they're not having a lot of calories in their diet drinks, they may think that, oh, I can eat more. I would be really interested in a study where participants are blinded and we give them diet drinks and see if they still compensate or if they still lose weight. If you're interested in further explanation on the research, I actually have 2 videos that I will link on aspartame and sucralose, so you can check that out. Whatever, I like regular soda. It's up to you. Really, the decision is up to you. I just want to make sure you guys have the accurate information. Eating well, I'm exercising, I'm really trying to maintain a healthy immune system. You need to step it up. Here, take some vitamin C. Also, my aunt's cousin's girlfriend's best friend recommended this and this and this supplement for me. So they said it's gonna boost your immune system or something. I'm okay. We actually don't want to boost our immune system. Having a hyperactive immune system is not a good thing. And there's actually no research to show that taking an excess amount of supplements, vitamins, or minerals actually provide any benefit. Unless we're deficient in a certain vitamin or mineral, it's not gonna really benefit us to take an excess amount. In fact, some vitamins are toxic at high doses, like vitamins A, D, E, and K. And if you are deficient in vitamin D, for example, it's extremely important to correct that. But there are things that we can do to maintain a healthy immune system and protect our immune system, like not smoking, eating lots of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, getting enough fiber and prebiotics and probiotics. Exercising is a huge one. Limiting alcohol. Also getting enough sleep. So just be careful, talk to your doctor before taking any supplements. A lot of supplements like spirulina or these other like health promoting supplements are not regulated by the FDA. Sometimes there could be things in these products that we don't even know, that are not even listed on the label. So personally, I don't take any extra supplements other than a B12 and a vitamin D. I really want to focus on getting my nutrients from whole foods, like fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes. And take a supplement only if I'm deficient or if my diet is lacking. Oh my gosh, stop. Tika, really? Are you seriously using Splenda? I use it every day in my coffee. Tika, have I not taught you anything, girl? Here, put that toxic poison away. That is all chemicals. Here, use some agave instead. It's like so much healthier for you, okay? Here you go. You're welcome. This is actually a huge misconception. Just because something is natural doesn't mean that it's healthier for us. And just because something is processed or chemical doesn't mean that it's automatically bad for us. Let me explain. I know it can be really easy to believe that anything artificial must be bad for us. I mean, this myth is perpetuated even subconsciously in our lives. Look at Whole Foods, for example. You don't see them carrying things like Splenda or aspartame. They only carry the quote-unquote natural sweeteners. In fact, there's more studies to support the safety of Splenda than there is of stevia. This is not an awful rule of thumb to follow, especially when it comes to things like, okay, well, consume more whole fruits and vegetables rather than things like the powdered greens. But this natural is better idea is not always true, and if we follow it as a hard and fast rule, it can stray us away from probably a lot of good foods for our body and can give us a false sense of security for foods that are probably not the most nutritious. For example, tofu is a processed food. But the thing is, there have been many studies that show the benefits of consuming tofu, which has actually been associated with decreased incidence of breast cancer. Another example, agave, we look at this as such like a healthy, natural alternative to sugar, but it's kind of the same thing. And if you're interested in the details on this, I will link my sugar video for you guys. Quarantine has been a bit hard on me. I mean, I definitely gained like 3 to 5 pounds. You know, I'm exercising and I'm eating healthy. That is so bad for your health. Come on, let's go to the gym. Like, we need to get rid of that extra fat ASAP. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Just because you have extra fat on you does not automatically make you unhealthy, right? We have to look at other markers of your health. Following a healthy diet, having a good handle on your everyday stress, and exercising regularly has been associated with decreased risk of lots of chronic diseases. And if you have a little bit of extra fat on you and you're doing all of those healthful things, and your cholesterol is great, and your blood sugar is great, and you're metabolically healthy, I don't know if we can say that that person is automatically unhealthy just because of the little extra fat on them. Now, this definitely becomes less true the more we get into like the obese class 1, 2, and 3 categories. As we have seen studies that show that when you are that high in weight, statistically, you're less likely to be metabolically healthy. And I go into this in detail on my weight controversy video, which I'll link for you if you're interested. But the point is, perhaps being just slightly overweight isn't like quite as bad as we might think. That's not to say that we should not worry about weight at all. Let's take the focus off of weight and let's put the focus on healthy behaviors, which may ultimately help you get down in weight. But anyways, I'm rambling. If you're interested, definitely check out my other video. Oh my gosh, I had the most delicious vegan pizza the other day. I thought you were trying to lose weight. We all know carbs are the devil. That's not exactly true. Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries. It's quite a common belief, especially with the rise of the keto diet and intermittent fasting, that carbohydrates are somehow bad for us, or carbohydrates are what causes weight gain. The thing is, if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, it's really about the total overall calories. Carbs are not inherently bad for us. In fact, there's a lot of benefits to consuming carbohydrates. Like, it helps fuel our body's functions. It helps our brain function. It helps restore glycogen after an intense workout. It helps give you energy for your workouts. It helps protein do its job in muscle building. And it's just good to have variety, right? Another benefit of carbs is that it gives us fiber. We don't get fiber from protein or fats. We get fiber from carb foods. So if we're looking at carbs as this bad thing and we're not eating much of it, we're probably not getting enough fiber. And fiber is so important for prevention of diverticulitis, for decreasing our blood sugar, so many things. I could go on and on. But definitely check out my carb video if you're interested in more details on that. Are you seriously using canola oil? That GMO stuff? That is so bad for you. Do you know how unhealthy that is? Here, coconut oil, so much better for you. Use this, girl. What are you doing? No. It's okay, really. It's okay. No. Yeah, you'll thank me later. Okay, so let's debunk this myth. So there are two myths here. One is that coconut oil is healthier for us, and two, GMOs are unhealthy for us. So there are actually no studies that have ever shown that GMOs are bad for our health. So sure, it might be good to avoid GMOs for other reasons, like herbicide resistance. But when it comes to our health, we do not need to worry about consuming GMOs. They're not gonna change our DNA. They're not inherently bad for us. And I think perpetuating this myth that GMOs are bad for us makes people fear fruits and vegetables a little bit more. And we need to all be consuming more fruits and vegetables. I think the pros of consuming fruits and vegetables far outweigh the pros of avoiding GMOs completely. Again, it's a personal preference. I just want to make sure that you guys have the right information before making a decision. And about coconut oil, did you know that coconut oil is actually 90% saturated fat? It actually has more saturated fat than butter. I know we look at coconut oil as this healthy alternative because unlike butter, it's a plant-based type of oil, but that doesn't make it any healthier for us. We should still make sure that we are limiting our saturated fats, whether it's coming from meat or plant-based sources. Some studies for sure have shown a neutral effect on consuming saturated fats, while others have a more negative effect. But there's actually no inherent benefit of consuming any plant-based saturated fats like coconut oil. So unless we get more convincing research on this, I'm gonna continue having my canola oil, which has a really high smoke point and is great for high heat cooking. I tried something different here by including this person who gives a lot of unsolicited advice, and she's super judgmental and she likes to push her beliefs on other people. So let me know in the comments below, what should we call her? Because I don't have a name for her yet. Let me know if you want to see her in future videos. If you don't want to miss a video, definitely hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next one very soon. Thanks for watching.